Dear all, today we will talk about export trade. We will talk about the objectives of trade and what are the steps which are involved in the export procedure. So in this lecture, we will talk about all these things. Now, what is export trade? Export trade is a type of international trade which involves the sale of goods or services produced in one country to another country. Now, what are the objectives? कि हम export trade क्यों करते हैं? क्या objective है इसके पीछे? To ensure optimum utilization of resources, to increase marketability and profitability of business, foreign exchange reserve exchange earn करने के लिए हम करते हैं, credit worthiness of a business firm को increase करने के लिए करते हैं हम, to generate more employment opportunities by increasing scale of production, and to foster the growth and expansion of a business. Now, what are the steps which are involved in the export procedure? We will take one by one all the steps which are involved in the export procedure. Let us start with the receipt of inquiry and sending quotations. So पहला step क्या है कि to receive inquiry and to send the quotations. Now here what the exporter do? Generally exporters share details about their business and they persuade the buyers through advertisements, attractive websites, emails. आपने देखा भी होगा normally कि different websites वगैरह होती है जहाँ पर जो है आप सब अपने बिजनेस से जो एक्सपोर्टर होता है वो अपने बिजनेस से रिलेटेड चीजें डालता है उसमें, ठीक है. In response to this, जो prospective buyer होता है, he may raise an inquiry to get the information. When he sees the website, जो वो website देखता है तो he may raise an inquiry to get information regarding the price, quality, terms and conditions for export of goods. And when the exporter sends a reply to the inquiry in the form of a quotation or perform an invoice. What is perform invoice? Perform invoice contains the price at which the exporter is willing to sell the goods and other necessary information about the product like quality, size, weight, mode of delivery, type of packing and payment terms. So in this way the exporter, after receiving response from the importer, he sends a reply to the inquiry in the form of a quotation. Now another step after this is receipt of an order of intent. Now here the importer will place an order with the exporter when he receives the quotation. जब उसको quotation मिलती है तो वो क्या करते हैं, importer exporter को order place करते हैं and the intent itself means an order contains a description of the goods ordered, prices to be paid, delivery terms, packing and marking details and delivery instructions. After this, importer's credit worthiness is assessed by the exporter to secure payments. So at the time of confirmation of the order, exporter he wants to assure कि पता नहीं मेरा पैसा ना फंस जाए, तो वो क्या करते हैं कि importer की credit worthiness को assure करते हैं जिससे कि बाद में कोई complications create ना हो. So he may also secure a guarantee for payments from the importer through a letter of credit. अब letter of credit क्या है? ये एक तरीके से गारंटी होती है जो इंपोर्टर का बैंक इश्यू करता है, ठीक है, that it will honor payment up to a certain amount of export bills to the bank of the exporter. Now mainly there are four parties. अब यहाँ पे four parties involved है, अब four ही होती है जैसे importer, exporter, importer's bank and exporter's bank. So in the there are two phases over here. In the first phase, the letter of credit moves from importer to exporter, and in the second phase, the documents of title move from exporter to importer. And the payment is released into exporter's bank account. So it is the most appropriate and secure method of payment. Next comes obtaining export license. You know that in India the export firms must have an export license before it proceeds with the export. कि export करने से पहले firm should have an export license. So there are certain steps which are to be followed to obtain an export license. First of all, opening a bank account authorized by the RBI. Then obtaining an import-export code. It may be obtained from the Directorate General Foreign Trade or Regional Import-Export Licensing. Registering with appropriate Export Promotion Council for availing export benefits from the government. Registering with Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation in order to safeguard against risk of non-payments. कि अगर payment नहीं हो पाया तो उससे बचने के लिए, कि secure करने के लिए payments. And it is also compulsory for every exporter in India to get registered with the Export Promotion Council. जरूरी है कि Export Promotion Council से वो registered हो. Now the government India has set up various export promotion councils to promote and develop exports of different categories of products. रजिस्ट्रेशन विद द एक्सपोर्ट क्रेडिट गारंटी कॉर्पोरेशन इज एसेंशियल. क्यों जरूरी है? इन ऑर्डर टू सेफगार्ड फॉरेन पेमेंट्स फ्रॉम पॉलिटिकल एंड कमर्शियल रिस्क. नाउ नेक्स्ट कम्स ऑब्टेनिंग प्री शिपमेंट फाइनेंस. जब ये फॉर्मेलिटी पूरी हो जाती है कि आपने कोड नंबर ले लिया, अपने आप को रजिस्टर करा लिया, तो नेक्स्ट आता है कि ऑब्टेनिंग प्री शिपमेंट फाइनेंस. एक्सपोर्टर अप्रोच करते हैं अपने बैंकर को फॉर ऑब्टेनिंग प्री शिपमेंट फाइनेंस टू अंडरटेक एक्सपोर्ट प्रोडक्शन आफ्टर एन ऑर्डर हैज बीन कंफर्म. जब ऑर्डर कंफर्म हो जाता है कि हाँ यू हैव टू डू द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ दिस वन और लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट भी रिसीव हो जाते हैं तब. सो प्री शिपमेंट फाइनेंस क्या है? इट इज अ फाइनेंस दैट द एक्सपोर्टर नीड्स फॉर ऑब्टेनिंग. भी उसको प्रोडक्शन करने के लिए रॉ मटेरियल्स की भी जरूरत है, अदर कंपोनेंट्स की भी जरूरत है, पैकिंग और ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए भी पैसा चाहिए, तो वो प्री शिपमेंट फाइनेंस के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं. ही आस्क्स द बैंक टू पे. नेक्स्ट इज प्रोडक्शन और प्रोक्योरमेंट ऑफ गुड्स. एक्सपोर्टर अंडरटेक करते हैं प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स एज पर द स्पेसिफिकेशंस ऑफ द इंपोर्टर. जैसा कि इंपोर्टर चाहता है उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ही प्रोड्यूस द गुड्स एंड ही मे अदरवाइज प्रोक्योर देम फ्रॉम अदर ट्रेडर्स इफ नीडेड. और अगर उसको जरूरत है तो बाहर से भी लेके उसको प्रोवाइड करता है इंपोर्टर को. देन प्री शिपमेंट इंस्पेक्शन. In order to ensure that only quality goods are exported from the country, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने क्या किया? कंपलसरी किया इंस्पेक्शन का सर्टेन प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए बाय कॉम्पिटेंट एजेंसी. Then if the product to be exported comes under such category, the exporter needs to contact the export inspection agency or other designated agency for obtaining inspection certificate. Now the pre-shipment inspection report is required to be submitted along with other export documents जब export होता है उस समय. In case the goods are being exported by star trading houses, अगर star trading houses हैं, trading houses हैं, export houses हैं, industrial units हैं, ये already export में involved हैं, तो they are not required to have such an inspection. Now next is excise clearance. Excise clearance is obtained by applying and paying the excise duty on the materials used in manufacturing goods to the concerned excise commission in the region with the invoice as per the Central Excise Tariff Act. Central Excise Tariff Act के according. Now the exporter has to obtain excise clearance. अब वो किससे लेगा? excise commissioner से लेगा उस region के. And he applies and pays the excise duty on the materials. Then in order to promote exports, in many cases the excise duty payment is either exempted. कुछ ऐसे goods होते हैं जिनमें प्रमोट करने के लिए एक्सपोर्ट्स को जो है एग्जाम्प्ट होता है, गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्प्ट कर देती है शुरू में और फिर या फिर उनको जो है रिफंड दे देती है. तो ये रिफंड जो है एक्साइज ड्यूटी का, इट इज नोन एज व्हाट? ड्यूटी ड्रॉबैक. नेक्स्ट इज ऑब्टेनिंग सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ओरिजिन. अब इंपोर्टर ने सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ओरिजिन ही हैज टू ऑब्टेन इन ऑर्डर टू अवेल बेनिफिट्स लेने के लिए, जैसे टैरिफ कंसेशंस या दूसरे एग्जम्पशंस लेने के लिए. एंड certificate of origin, it is a proof that the goods have actually been manufactured in the country from where the export is taking place. कि actual में उसी country में manufacturing यहाँ से export हो रहा है. So the trade consulate located in the exporter country is authorized to issue this certificate. Now reservation of shipping space. Exporter apply करते हैं shipping company को with the details about the type of goods to be exported, कि कौन से goods export होने हैं, probable date of shipment, port of destination, and when he acceptance of application for shipping, the shipping company issue a shipping order, which is an instruction to the captain of the ship that the specified goods after their custom clearance हो गया है at a designated port be received on board. Next is packing and forwarding. The exporter gets the goods packed as per the instructions of the importer. Also markings containing necessary details like name and address of the importer, gross and net weight, port of shipment, destination, country of origin are to be made on the packing. जो पैक किया है पूरा हमने उसके ऊपर होना चाहिए. The goods are then transported to the port by the exporter. उसके बाद goods port पे ले जाए जाते हैं exporter के through. And if the goods are sent by railways, तो railway authority एक receipt issue करती है. So railway receipt क्या है? It serves as a title to the goods. And exporter endorses the railway receipt in favor of his agent to enable him to make delivery of the goods at the port of shipment. So dear students, here we stop over here only, and in the next lecture we will be talking more about the export procedure because certain points are left, and in the next lecture we will be talking about those leftover points. Thank you.